What what is happening, my fellow closet homosexuals? This is your mail order bride, Jack Smith. And I don't know. I'm just hanging out here, eating some brekkie brek. I got leftover Chinese food, and it's like breakfast of champions. Although baby corn, whoever invented this shit should be fucking killed. Probably was killed by like some emperor of the Qing dynasty long, long ago. But then it caught on again somehow. So anyway, yeah, eating Chinese food and stuff, and I was looking at the news yesterday, as Jack Smith does. Jack Smith watches the news. I mean, I don't watch the news. I read the news. Watching the news means looking at retards on the television who are like 6 hours late on the news. Yeah, Dow hits 20 grand, baby. 20 grand sounds very exciting on its face. Jack Smith happens to enjoy the odd investment now and again. And these are tumultuous times. Do not engage in whatever irrational exuberance is going on now in the market. Whether it is real or unreal, do not jump in. Do not throw your hat in, because it is more likely than not that some major league douchebags are short squeezing the market up, and they're going to pull all their money out and start the cascade into a crash, and then buy back in and make more money again, because that's how those bad people like Mark Zuckerberg and Warren Buffett and Bill Gates and all those major billionaire Democrat socialists make all their money by fucking with you, by fucking you over, by fucking with the market. And the regular old traders in the market, they see what these monsters are doing, and they follow suit, and that's that causes all the messes, all the big messes. Jack Smith has had experience with these big messes. Jack Smith has lost a shitload of money in the market. Also made it back. Due to not his own stupidity, but because Jack Smith does his due diligence. But he's not stupid, but his instincts are not to be trusted often. That is for sure. Certainly, stuff beyond my control. President Obama destroying the coal industry. I mean, Jack Smith, anecdotally, Jack Smith had this interesting paper written by douchebags at MIT at the dawn of the global warming and the Prius era, saying that the fuel of the future is coal because nothing else is really viable. Jack Smith got a hold of this MIT report and decided to run with it. And boy, oh boy, I could tell you the story of how the coal mines in the United States were destroyed, but geez, it might waste all my time. I mean, okay. the President of the United States was anti-coal. He came out and he spoke about about things, about the money of the United States of America being put into wonderful companies like Solyndra and others, which of course wound up just being fronts for funneling our taxes to the crony capitalists of the Democrat Party. But yeah, Obama created a very big scare, and money started pulling out of the coal mines like Alpha Natural Resources. And their stock price went, they were all riding up there in the 60s and 70s and drove it down to the single digits, which, people like Jack Smith, who was going by an MIT report made by college people. Jack Smith said, what a fantastic buying opportunity. But the issue is when the stock of a company gets down that low, that means the company is worth 1/10 their actual value, which seems like a fantastic thing, because that means the stock is selling for 1/10 of its actual value. And once it goes back up to its actual value, well, it's like money in the bank. But unfortunately, when the value of a company goes down so low, they cannot get money from the banks because their assets have decreased in value. And all corporations need to borrow money to get through the hard times, because the government still wants its money. The government still wants its taxes, no matter if times are good or times are bad. Corporations do not get refunds for losses. They only get taxed on gains. So yeah, the coal mines, not only Alpha Natural Resources, but 4 or 5 major coal mines that were running perfectly, nothing wrong with them, great company, everything super, thousands of people employed, down the tubes, bankrupt. Couldn't get loans from the bank to let them ride through this last year of the Obama administration, couldn't support themselves, down the fucking tubes. So Jack Smith is waiting for them to be bought up, and then he'll get back in. But certainly the coal mines have bottomed out and are coming back up. So they might be the only safe bet through the Trump bubble that's going on right now, which may be completely fake. It is likely to be completely fake. Although Wall Street traders, they see which way the wind is blowing and they go there. So this may be just, a trend. But don't trust it. Don't trust it. There's going to be some bad shit going on. God only knows what's going to happen. There has to be some retaliation for Trump getting in and fixing everything. Democrats don't want things fixed because they don't really understand what the difference between fixed and broken is. So, yeah, there's going to be some bad stuff going on. I mean, Trump is doing the supposedly this pipeline that's going to, that may at some point leak and may do something to a river that, the Dakota Access Pipeline. You see these fucking protesters, bunch of fucking Indians hired by George Soros to make a couple extra bucks creating chaos. And then you see among them flags for free Palestine. Yes, yes, free Palestine. Uh, free Palestine? Oil pipeline in the middle of the country? For fuck's fucking sake. Yeah, I'll put it back. Here's an interesting graphic of all the pipelines in the country that are not being protested. Just think that one of these pipelines is being protested. All the rest are A-OK. Graphic. Yes, it's fucking ridiculous, right? But, you know, pipelines are so dangerous. Someday all those pipelines are going to leak. And we're going to be knee deep in oil, for fuck's sake. Anyway, Jack Smith, I got to eat my Chinese food, but I just wanted to warn anyone thinking of jumping into this this boom market right now. Do not do it. Or maybe you should do it, because my impulse is not to do it. But Jack Smith has been burned, and he doesn't want you to be burned. Jack Smith just wants you to go fuck yourself, okay? In a good way.
Jack Smith.